December 4th, 2024. The French government holds and passes a vote of no confidence, forcing the current Prime Minister to step down and escalating tensions in France. France is grappling with an unprecedented political crisis, including the collapse of the government and escalating tensions between President Emmanuel Macron and opposing political factions, stemming from a hung parliament, fiscal challenges, and divisive leadership. In the summer of 2023, Macron called snap parliamentary elections to clarify voter intent, but this created a hung National Assembly, meaning no single party held a majority of seats. The results: New Popular Front, the leftist coalition, has 182 seats. Macron's party and allies have 163 seats, down from 245 in 2022, and Marine Le Pen's National Rally right-wing party has 143 seats, an increase from 89 in 2022. This resulted in further fragmentation and polarization, with no party in command. In 2025, Prime Minister Michel Barnier proposed a budget with €60 billion in spending cuts and tax hikes to address a 6% budget deficit, double the European Union limit. Barnier invoked Article 49.3 of the French Constitution, bypassing a parliamentary vote and leading to extreme backlash by opposition groups. This article dictates that the government can pass a law without a vote but risks government collapse and is highly controversial for bypassing democratic debate. The only method of nullifying the proposal was for Parliament to vote for its own collapse, an idea unprecedented in recent times, with the last vote of this kind occurring in 1962. Soon after, a no-confidence motion, supported by the New Popular Front and Le Pen's National Rally, ousted Barnier, crushing the budget proposal and the government with it. Impacts from this historic vote are already being felt. Investor confidence has plummeted and French stocks fell sharply while borrowing rates rose to their highest since the 2012 Eurozone debt crisis, briefly surpassing Greece. Additionally, Macron's leadership is under fire as he appointed Barnier, ignored the New Popular Front's nominee, and alienated the left, utilizing Article 49.3 further undermined Parliament's legitimacy. But regardless of the backlash, Macron insists he will fulfill his current term until 2027 and refuses resignation. He indicated he would solve this issue and appoint a new prime minister to form a government of general interest. Marine Le Pen, a right-wing, anti-immigrant opponent, leveraged the crisis to position herself as a key opposition leader. And while she voted to oust the government, she also faces her own legal challenges, including embezzlement charges. Macron's immediate goals include appointing a new prime minister to pass an emergency budget extension into early 2025 and working on a full 2025 budget while restoring investor confidence. Broader questions remain about Macron's capacity to lead amid rising calls for unity, Le Pen's growing influence, and a fractured parliament. Macron is now faced with an almost impossible task: replace the prime minister with someone who can navigate the ever-divided minefield that is French politics. As no legislative elections can be held until July, Macron has kept Barnier in charge of parliament, now in a caretaking capacity. This means that outgoing PM Michel Barnier remains head of the caretaker government, tasked with day-to-day operations and proposing emergency legislation to prevent a government shutdown by rolling over 2024's budget provisions. Beyond that short-term solution, Macron could appoint a technocratic government of unelected bureaucrats for 6 months, which seems to be the most undemocratic option thus far. He could also negotiate with the right-wing party to muster support for a new prime minister. As of now, no further decision has been made, and France stands at a crossroads, with its leadership, its parliament, and its people. Will the Fifth Republic fail in this test of unity and resilience? I don't know, but whatever happens next will not only shape the nation's future, but its place on the entire world stage.